Hello and welcome to something we have created here. It is called NASCAR Alternate Reality. And I'm here with Aaron Aldridge. I'm Colton. And we are going to run you through what we think this would happen, but also with a little bit of wonder, because it's all AI driven. So it may not go exactly to our plan, or our hopes. But
yeah,
we're going to see how this goes. NASCAR Alternate Reality starts here, 2001 Daytona 500. What do you think, Crunk?
I think it's going to be something exciting, something different, and a whole lot of what ifs. I mean, that's just what this is about.
It is about what ifs. What if Dale Earnhardt never died? That is the main topic of this first episode. What if Dale Earnhardt, the number 3, never hit the wall and Kevin Harvick never had to take over the 3 car?
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest what if of all time in NASCAR,
Now, next time we'll go over drivers and we'll do orders and stuff. I'm apologies for that not being in this one. But, I mean, you see towards the front, Tony Stewart, Dale Earnhardt, Bobby Labonte, Mark Martin, Dale Jarrett, Jeff Burton, Rusty Wallace, Matt Kenseth, Sterling Marlin, Jeff Gordon. And we're off. Now, there's going to be some of this stuff that is sped up, but we'll do our best to keep up with everything going on here. As you can see, Tony Stewart, Dale Earnhardt, Mark Martin, Bobby Labonte, Dale Jarrett, Jeff Burton, Matt Kenseth, Rusty Wallace, Jeff Gordon. Everyone right here pushing in the top. They're pulling away from the back group. Bill Elliott, Ken Schrader there in the 36. The number 10, which I do not remember who drives the number 10.
Johnny Benson.
Johnny Benson, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're looking in Tony Stewart's car as he's side by side with the 3. Something probably not everyone wanted, to be side by side with the Intimidator.
No, but beside him, in front of him, no, something that I mean, there's a reason they called him the Intimidator.
Dale Jr. there in the Budweiser 8. Ricky Rudd in 28. I believe that's Ricky Rudd.
In the 28?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I believe he drove that car at this time.
I'll pull up the sheet to give us an exact here. Dale Earnhardt took the lead. Mark Martin really just pushing the back of Tony Stewart.
Got a nice 2-car pack here going on.
28. Yep, Ricky Rudd. Robert Yates Racing, Ricky Rudd, the 28, and 88 of Dale Jarrett.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, next race we'll go over each team, drivers, and everything. But this race, we're just kind of getting through. The 2001 Daytona 500 was probably the biggest goal for this series. I mean, the start. Okay, here we go. And now it's going to start fast forwarding. So,
yeah,
you see Tony Stewart, Mark Martin Sr., Bobby Labonte. I mean, everybody's trading here. If we would have let this go, this would have been over a 2-hour and 36-minute race, I believe.
Yeah, that equals out.
So, a little bit of fast forwarding here. If you need to, do some pausing as it goes.
Feels like it might be in that movie called Click, where he passed forward through all the boring crap. Oh, look at there. That ain't bored. Look who's leading.
Mark Martin takes the lead. But Tony Stewart's going to quickly... Or sorry, not Tony Stewart. Dale Earnhardt. Oh, no, he falls back. I thought it was Tony Stewart takes the lead back. Remember, I had to watch this in its entirety, so... Look at these two battling. The 3 and the 6. And here comes the 20, Sterling Marlin. The 6 all by himself. Dale Sr. takes it. Mark Martin now. Back up here to the 20. 20 took it. I want to apologize to anyone that this fast forwarding turns off, but like I said, it would have been a 2-hour and 30-minute race. And although it may sound like me and Crunk aren't busy people, we really are. And we have other races to do on a different channel. So we couldn't do the full 2 hours and 30 minutes.
No, we definitely couldn't.
Bobby Bonnie lost the lead to Senior. Here comes Jeff Gordon.
I will say, seeing these cars back on the track with these paint schemes and these names is total flashback nostalgic for me. Back when I was heavily invested into NASCAR.
...2001 was a sad year for NASCAR. And here in the alternate reality, we're trying to change that. In this timeline, who knows what's going to happen, but I can tell you for a fact that Dale Earnhardt Sr. will not pass away. Well, in a car anyway.
Yeah, if he was alive today, he would... I'm wanting to say, I mean, he'll be in his 70s.
Yeah, I think that checks out.
I'm not exactly how. I'm 74. Sounds right.
If Dale Earnhardt was alive today, how old would he be? In 2025, he'd be, or as of today, he'd be 74 years old.
Oh, okay.
And then April 29th, he'd be 75.
Yeah, I knew his birthday was right around April. I have a cousin and a uncle. I have a bunch of people that I'm related to that have a birthday in April, but their birthdays are like back to back, a day apart. And my cousin, he was a Earnhardt fan, so that's how I know all that.
Right now we're seeing cars get hung up on lapped cars due to this. I mean, we're seeing Bobby Labonte here take the lead and Dale Jarrett and now Jeff Gordon take the lead, but fighting with Bobby Labonte. Bobby Labonte takes it back. Here comes the Intimidator once again. And we're going to see this for a while, this little 4-pack here. The 43 gets in the way of Mark Martin.
It's black flagging.
Dale Jarrett right now seems to be leading this race. Now the 3 and Jeff Gordon. This is even a little bit too fast for my liking. I thought it was a little slower of a multiplier. Dale Earnhardt just went to pits. Jeff Gordon's now your leader.
And there's a reason why I'm kind of looking down at moments, trying to rest my eyes from this.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Jeff Gordon just got a black flag in pits. See how that works out for the 24 here. He has to go back to pit road. That's going to hurt him there, Crunk.
Yeah, it definitely it will. Because if I'm not too bad mistaken, at this time they didn't have like the lucky dog and all that, and going the lap down at a super speedway and breaking away from the pack could just
Be the
not
end
be a
of his
good.
day.
Yeah.
Right now, Jeff Burton has the lead in the 99. Tony Stewart working that bottom, trying to get Bill Elliott up there.
Oof.
The fast forwarding should stop here momentarily for a little bit. Tony Stewart takes the lead back. He's got Bobby Babani at his side. I think the 22's a lap down. The next several races, instead of it being this this system, we are going to cut down laps and turn down fuel capacity to match, and then the whole races will be displayed going forward. And this fast forwarding will not be will not be on the list, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. It won't be a thing.
Because it is really hard to keep up. I'm having trouble here. The 20 and the 18 are on the lead laps. The 24, I believe, at this point is 2 laps down. Really hurting that 24 team, and I mean, spoiler, the 24 gets another black flag during pits later in the day.
Man, they just had it out for him, didn't they?
I guess in this reality, Hendrick doesn't get away with everything.
No.
These two will work together for a good part of this race, the 24 and the 20, even though he's a lap down. I think it's just to try to stay up there with the lead car to not go more laps down, but 43 again gets into everybody's way, and I want to note that when he gets out of this pack, he gets back there and gets in front of Mark Martin and slows down Mark Martin for another good bit.
Makes me want to choke him in this alternate universe.
All right, right now the 3 has made his way back up to the 20, and we are seeing a battle for the lead between the 20 and the 3. Jeff Burton being the next one back, and I believe Mark Martin being the one behind him. Thanks to the 43 car. Got to note that. The 24 trying to stay with these lead cars. He puts a big block on the 3 here, and I thought for sure the 3 was going to spin him, but ended up not. Now he's back up to the front of this pack.
I mean, he has the car to run up front if he wasn't 2 laps down already. Or, you would think he's got a car capable of winning, and he does. It's just he's a lap or 2 laps down.
It just goes to show you that a mishap on pit road could be the end of your day.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
man, that noise of them cars passing by and
yeah. Sounds like blasters in Star Wars.
They do. Phasers?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Again, up front, it's the 20, the 18, and the 3 is caught back up. The 24, he's laps down, so he doesn't even matter right here. And then the 26 Circle K car gets in the way of the 24 and the 3. Kind of really puts a stop on them. The 20 now to get ahead of the 18. The 24 catches back up to the 20 thanks to the rest of the traffic. Mark Martin has made his way up through here as well. Currently behind Benson there. Jeff Burton's there. 3 has made his way back up. Yeah, whatever speed multiplier I put on this, never do it again. That's what I'm.
Yeah, I'm having to look away from the computer right now.
Yeah, it's troubling. The leader goes to pit road. That's the 20. So Tony Stewart to pit road. He gets out clean, and now here comes Mark Martin, Dale Earnhardt, and now we're back to the 20 taking the lead. There's the 25, which is not Robbie Gordon. I don't believe.
Let's see.
I should have just left my list up. I gotta re-pull it up. Jerry Nady?
Debut, yeah.
Yeah. So Jerry's in the 25 here in 2001.
Dre Nadu, something. Yeah, I think it's right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't pull for him, so I didn't bother. Yeah, I couldn't. I'm not going to say it.
Dale Earnhardt is in the lead now. Tony Stewart in second. Jeff Gordon's still some laps down, but he's sticking with these leaders. And
Yeah,
then you got Dell Jr., who's made his way up here. Bobby Labonte.
If I'm not badly mistaken, 2001 is when Jeff Gordon went from the rainbow paint scheme to the flames on the hood.
Was it 2001 or was it 2000?
I swear it was 2001. I could be mistaken.
No, you're probably right. I know it was a big deal. Everyone was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was still a Jeff Gordon fan at the time, but I couldn't tell you. I didn't stop being a Jeff Gordon fan till 03, 04. And Jeff Gordon showing again that if he would not be laps down, he would have a top contending car. The 3 and the 20, though, still fighting for the lead. That's mostly been this race, is the 3 and the 20. Jeff Burton in third, Dale Jarrett fourth, Mark Martin fifth.
Oh.
Bobby Bonnie goes a lap down there.
No, it says right here. Hang on. That ain't right. Yeah. 2001 to 2010, he did the Flames.
Yep, makes sense. Makes sense. Well, right now we're watching the big battle, which is the 3 and the 20. The 18's a lap down, 24's a lap down, or maybe multiple at this point. Once we stop being in fast forward again and we go back to normal speed, which I thought was a lot sooner. Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Burton, Tony Stewart. You got the 3 leading this race. Mark Martins took second. See, that's the thing about the 3. He can get around these cars so quick, whereas some of the other guys, you see him get stuck behind him.
Well, he had a presence about him.
Number
you
two.
know, it was said that he in a draft that he could see the air of the driver or the car in front of him.
And you could see everyone all their laps down. That was crazy. There's like only 5 cars on the lead lap. Earnhardt goes to pit. Mark Martin follows. Rusty Wallace stays out. Man, a lot of big names, bro. A lot of big names.
Well, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Jeremy Mayfield.
Yeah, in the 12.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, this was still back in the era of like owner drivers,
Yeah.
like a lot more of them. The 11 car at this time is Brett Bodine
Britt Bodine.
and Brett Bodine Racing. Um, gosh, uh, I know there's more. Give me a second. I'm trying to think of them. I could scroll my list. I guess it would help. Unless they didn't put their name in the title, then I have no idea. I guess this is at the time where they started to go down from owner drivers, I guess. It's about the time where it started dying off, huh?
Yeah, NASCAR cracked down on, like how, owners and how many cars and all that you can own. Because at one time, Hendrick Motors, if I'm too bad a mistaken, Hendrick Motorsports and at the time Rouse Racing had 5 cars.
See, I don't remember that, but here in this season in 2001 they only had 3. So did NASCAR cut them down to 3?
4.
Oh, 4, and they just they just dropped the 4th one. Yeah, here they have the 20 or the 5, the 24, and the 25 as their 3 drivers or as their 3 cars. And then 2002 they had Jimmy Johnson.
I can't remember what year they said you could cut it to 5, but at one time I know Rouse had the 6, the 17, the 26.
Here we go.
97 and the 99.
Caution out. I remember the caution coming out. I believe it's because somebody wrecked on pit road and then their bumper came off when they came onto the back straight. So debris on the track ended up being the caution. So right now they're going to get resituated here. You see Dale Earnhardt, Mark Martin there. Tony Stewart, Bobby Bonnie. You see this gap, right?
Yeah.
And because of this gap, I believe they about to go green, and then they throw another yellow, and then they try to get this figured out. Mark Martin stays out. Number 6, Viagra.
All right, boy, since you brought it up, I'm going to say it. It was a hard time being a fan back then for Mark Martin.
In this reality, I don't know, but and I could be wrong, but I believe 2001 was Mark Martin's winless year. He didn't win.
He did not.
In this reality, and not in this reality, but in our reality. But in this reality, who knows what happens? I mean, you see him here driving up front. He's battling for the lead right now against Dale Earnhardt. You got Dale Jarrett there on the outside. Earnhardt gets down in front of Mark Martin. Him, Tony Stewart, Dale Jarrett, Bobby Labonte, Jeff Burton, and Matt Kenseth going to pull away. And you see Earnhardt here and Tony Stewart battling it out. Mark Martin has drifted back a little bit. He seems to like that outside a little better. He jumps to the outside with Dale Jarrett, but still doesn't seem to have the same oomph as the 3 does. There on the outside, Tony Stewart jumps up to the outside to block the 3, and in the process loses the lead to Bobby Labonte, but he's going to hold on, and Bobby Labonte takes the lead with the 3 pushing. And Mark Martin to the back of the 3 as well. And Tony Stewart's going to fall back to 4th. And look at the 3 and the 18 now battling for the lead. Mark Martin's going to go with Dale Earnhardt. And Tony Stewart and Bobby Bonnie are going to end up winning that exchange. I mean, they were Pontiacs.
Yeah.
I think that's something to note as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that was... And if I ain't too bad mistaken, that may have been the only one with Pontiac. at the time. I may be wrong. Don't hold me to it.
Back in 2001, Pontiac was AJ Foyt Racing, the number 14,
Okay.
Joe Gibbs Racing, the 18 and the 20, and MBV Motorsports, the 10 and the 36, were all Pontiacs.
Okay, I was way wrong then.
But, I mean, you see teammates right now, Joe Gibbs Racing, the 18 and the 20, really linked up here, and they pulled away. But, of course, the 3 able to catch up all by himself. That, I mean, they call him Mr. Restrictor Plate for a reason.
Yeah. Well, they called him that, and especially back when he was driving the 8, they called Junior the Pied Piper because everybody followed him.
Right now, big battle for the lead. Mark Martin's made his way back up here as well. Jeff Burton. The 20 and the 3, though, seem to be the big talks of this. You're going to see lap traffic here, and just get ready because the 43 is a problem throughout this race. The 3, of course, gets around everybody, no problem. God, it's good seeing that paint scheme.
Yeah.
On board with the 3. Here we go.
I'm seeing a lot of paint schemes that bring back memories.
Hey, we might even do a special race. The Brett Bodine just got in the way, and then the 43 puts a big block on the 3 car. Lets Tony Stewart and Bobby Bonnie just pull away. It didn't show it, but Mark Martin, again, got caught up behind that 3 car as well.
Was that John Andretti at the time driving that car?
Yes, sir.
I thought, okay.
Big problem. And then you see kind of a slow motion here. Or no, this is regular speed. Are we at regular speed?
Yeah. Oof. Working lap 168.
Tony Stewart has a good lead here. Why does this feel slow now?
Hey, it feels like we're under caution.
It feels really slow now, don't it?
It does. It feels.
6 goes to pits.
I'm still waiting on the pace car to show up.
Wow. All right, well, we know to never do this fast motion stuff again. But, God, this feels slow motion now. As Tony Stewart is battling right here to stay ahead of the 18 and the 99, the 21 Wood Brothers. That is Elliott Sadler in the 21.
Elliott Sadler, yes. Wood Brothers.
This just don't feel right now.
No, it don't. I'm like, speed it up. Let's go.
You see Ken Schrader not on the lead lap. Neither is, number 19 at the time was, I think his name's Casey.
Atwood?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, Casey Atwood. His rookie year.
Yeah.
If I remember right, in this reality, he does not stay in the 19 long, but in this game, in our version, the alternate reality here, who knows what's going to happen? Yeah. I suggest you guys tune in. The 3 here. About to get lapped, it looks like.
He's not used to going this slow.
Yeah. Dale Earnhardt about to go a lap down. So is the 6 of Mark Martin. A different pit strategy, I think, really messed these boys up. The 3, of course, Kurt Busch there in the 97. And the 3 goes a lap down.
Well, if I had to guess, that ain't gonna last long.
Mark Martin now is the next one ahead. The 3's going to get back behind the 20. Mark Martin has made his way ahead of these 2 cars to put in between him and the leader. Hopefully he could stay on the lead lap. You got the 33, which I believe is Richard Childress.
I think so.
No, I'm wrong. Andy Petrie Racing.
Oh, crap.
Number 33 is Joe Nemechek.
That's a name I ain't heard. Andy Petrie Racing, that's a team I ain't heard in years.
They also have the 55 of Bobby Hamilton.
Bobby Hamilton, I remember him winning the race at Talladega.
31 is the other one for Richard Childress Racing. And
Mike Skinner?
Mike Skinner is the driver of the 31. Again, now Mark Martin is a lap behind along with the 3 cars. So Tony Stewart really doesn't have anybody up here to battle him for the lead. Oh, here comes Jeff Burton, though. And Earnhardt and Mark Martin trying to get around the 20. Oh, Mark Martin got a little loose coming out of that corner.
Wobbly.
Right now, you see it from Tony Stewart's point of view, the 3 there to the outside, as he's trying to get it past him. But the 6 to the bumper and is going to give a mighty shove to Earnhardt. And can they pass the 20 going into turns 3 and 4? Well, he gets the 3 by, but the 6 left high and dry by Earnhardt. And Earnhardt going to come back up to try to save him now on the straightaway. No, he's just cutting the difference there. Mark Martin, though, able to hold on. And the 3 gets back in front of Mark Martin. Seemed to be slowing down the 20 to put him behind the 44. What a good play by the Intimidator there. And saves Mark Martin, and now they're battling ahead of the 20 car. Classy move by Earnhardt.
Yeah, classy.
I mean, Dale Earnhardt kept the 20 down, and then he did the same thing to the 6 and put him behind the 96, which I don't remember who drives the 96.
I don't either.
'96 is
that's Bill Elliott.
No, that's Andy Houston for PPI Motorsports, running a limited schedule.
Okay, well, I'm seeing McDonald's on the hood. That's why I said.
Well,
Bill.
2001, Bill went to the number 9 car.
Oh,
Abraham,
yeah, he was raising that. Yeah, the Dodge. Yeah,
Abraham Motorsports, and the 3 gets stuck behind the 43, and Tony Stewart's gonna go around again. Andretti being a problem here at Daytona 500. Earnhardt 1 lap down. Mark Martin, though, able to stay ahead. But for how long? I don't know if anyone thought that this race was going to be mostly Tony Stewart, but currently it is. How is the Intimidator going to get back on the lead lap? Well, with a push from the 18, he's back in front. And the 18 takes the lead, 99. Or no, the 18's lap's down too, I think. 99, though, is the next car on the lead lap.
Jeff Burton in that Sitco Ford.
Oh, no, Bobby Bonnie is on the lead lap. Bobby Bonnie just took the lead. I thought he got a lap down. I didn't know how he took his lap back. The 18 gets over in front of the 20. The 18 trying to pass the 3, but again, Mr. Restrictor Plate has other plans as he stays ahead of the 20. Kurt Busch coming off of pit road, which tells me that these guys are going to have to pit soon. The 18 going to catch up with the 99. Tony Stewart here behind the 3.
Seems like they've been together all day here.
There is Mark Martin as well. You know, the 20 doesn't need to get around the 3 for placement. So he is just holding on to the 3's rear bumper as they go down the back straight.
It was a good bumper to be attached to at this track.
Chevy and Pontiac working together here. Bobby Bonnie, the next car up. Pontiac, number 18, Joe Gibbs. And then you got the 99. I believe the 99's a Ford. I could be wrong.
It is. Rouse Racing.
Oh, okay. Right now, the 3 looking to go high. The 20 going to stay low. The 3 held him low. And they're going to get around Steve Parks, I believe, in the 1 car. Everybody caught up here. The 45. Kyle Petty leading this pack. Dale Jr. in the 8. You got the 55. There's that 12 again, Jeremy Mayfield. Everybody gets hung up here. Junior worked his way in front of his dad. And now they're pushing into the corner. The 99, Jeff Burton, Mark Martin going with him. Bobby Bonnie gets stuck behind the 4. And Senior's going to go around Junior. Burton and Mark Martin here working together.
Temporarily. Both going to the preferred. Wow. Oh, okay. We're speeding back up. Okay.
Burton
for a moment
lost it there. And Mark Martin's going to get back in front of the 3. The 3 kind of let him around. And now the 3 is going to be working the 99, putting some blocks on. The 3 let the 6 by and is now blocking the leader.
Well, he owed him one.
Earnhardt playing blocker here, trying to stay on the lead lap. Just cutting his draft. The 99 is going to go up. Of course, the 8. Like, hey, I'm not going to get the daddy on my bad side, all right? And 99 goes back down after being kind of blocked hard by the 8 and the 12.
Yeah.
And of course, they catch back up to the 22, Ricky Rudd. The 8 kind of taking some draft off the 99 side draft along with 12 of Jeremy Mayfield. Mayfield's going to try to go around the 22. Not enough oomph. The 3 again playing blocker here for everybody in front of him. Mostly just Mark Martin. Him and Mark Martin trying to stay on the lead lap. And the 3 just blocking. Kind of makes the hair on your arm stand up seeing the 3 trying to block like that. The 6 picks a bad line. You know Dale Earnhardt is like, what are you doing, man? As he puts the 99 down low, the 77 goes middle to let the 99 by, though. The 3 gets a long jump. The 6 definitely regretting not staying with Earnhardt. As he is now back behind the 99 here. '99 don't really have any contenders around him for that spot. Tony Stewart stuck behind Jeremy Mayfield. Junior, the 66, which I don't remember who drives the 66. Todd Bodine.
Todd Bodine, okay. I was about to say Jimmy Spencer. I think he drove it at one time.
Jimmy Spencer drives the 26.
Okay. I'm having to get real acquainted in this timeline.
The 92, Stacy Compton. In that Kodiak car.
Kodiak, yeah. That's
Tony.
also a Dodge, if I remember right.
One second, and I have an answer for you. Or not, because I can't find her. Or him. Is it a him or is it her?
It's a him.
My apologies, Stacy, if you ever listen to this. Melling is a Dodge. Yep.
Well, the reason I remember that is this was like the first year Dodge, if I ain't too badly mistaken, this was the first year Dodge was in NASCAR or back into NASCAR.
I believe you're right.
And General Mills had their Dodge cars in the cereal boxes. And that one was hard to find because...
Ooh! A wreck on pit road. They fixed it. The 44, though, sideways back there. Poor guy. Guess Jeff Burton didn't mind him stopping in front of him there on pit road. John Andretti... Yeah,
John Andretti's in the 53. 43.
Again, getting in the way of cars trying to stay on the lead lap. Senior trying to get around this track as quick as possible. So he is on the lead lap, but try to get back up there with the leaders is the goal here. But also he's going to have to go down pit road. Mark Martin as well. Del Jarrett, wherever these guys are at. Jeff Burton getting off pit road. Here comes Earnhardt.
But back, what I was saying was that Kodiak car, because it was a tobacco product sponsor, was very hard to find in the cereal boxes.
I bet it was. They should have also got like a side deal with Natural Wildlife or whatever, so they could just put Kodiak Bears on it instead of the cigarette.
Well, it's a deal.
The 3 gets around Mark Martin on the outside there. I want to say Dale Earnhardt and Mark Martin had incredible pit stops to get back out there and get closer to the leader. Jeff Burton, who, I mean, currently untouched.
Yeah. Well, except for on pit road.
Well, yeah, he got touched on pit road. There it is again, the 96, I believe. McDonald's car, which the first year without Bill Elliott behind the McDonald's sponsor, I believe.
Sounds right.
Casey Atwood there in the 19. Tony Stewart. There's the 31. Richard Childress Racing.
Oh, that number 44, Buckshot Jones.
Buckshot is in this.
I can't remember his actual name.
I don't know if this is his last year, or what, but he is in this. Mark Martin in the 3 and the 31 all linked up here. Going around looking at all the cars. Jeff Burton still in the lead, though, but Dale Earnhardt and Mark Martin are catching up little by little. Tony Stewart sitting about the same. Oh, he caught up a little bit there. And Jeff Burton's going to have a problem on his hand. And Jeff Gordon, another black flag, serving the penalty there. You see him coming out. Hendrick having some problems tonight on pit road.
It was just not his day at all. No, not at all.
We would flip over to his radio, but I don't think we can air that.
Probably not.
Jeff Burton out for a Sunday cruise here at the Daytona 500 and by himself leading this thing. Tony Stewart in second, Dale Earnhardt, Mark Martin, and the list goes on. You could pause it because you guys will be able to do that. We can't. So
Hey, look at that. His brother's right behind him, about to give him a little push. It's always fun to hear his brother, Ward Button, talk.
that's, I think, isn't that Rick? No, that's not Ricky Rudd. Yeah, that's Ward Burton. That's Ward. You're right. My apologies. I think earlier I called that Ricky Rudd. No, the 28 is Ricky Rudd. That's
28's Ricky Rudd.
So who's the 20? The 22. What team
That's
is
what. I don't know the team.
Bill Davis Racing, the 22 of Ward Burton, and the 93 of Dave Blaney. And here comes Dale Earnhardt, Mark Martin, and Tony Stewart. They're about to form a line with Junior, and this could be problems for the 99 of Jeff Burton. But if they keep racing each other like that, it won't be. I mean, he's not too far ahead. Look at that line.
They're coming.
Of course, Junior linked up with his dad. He said, I'll give you a push, Dad. Yeah, the Burtons here really holding it on. The 22 not on the lead lap. And there's the 24 again. Another black flag for the 24.
I believe it was 2002 that Ward Button won the Daytona 500. And I made a bet that if a Dodge won the Daytona 500, I would save my head. He won the Daytona 500, and at this time, we had rabbit ears at the house. So I had to go places to watch sporting events. Pull up, and Dad's putting the clippers away for some reason. I said, "Nah, might as well get them back out. Let's save his head."
The 99 of Jeff Burton is now 3 seconds ahead. They have cut that time drastically, even with his brother pushing him. It does not compare to the 3, the 20, and the 6 there. They are coming, and they're coming fast. There's the 93, the 22's partner.
Well, I mean, they got more horsepower pushing.
Oh, Tony Stewart got left behind. Mark Martin and Dale Earnhardt are again working together. That's kind of been most of the night here.
Yeah, I mean, that's been a common occurrence here throughout the day, yeah.
Jeff Burton, though, just running his race. He's got his brother behind him. and he is trying to win it here at the Daytona 500 2001, and that could be a big deal for that 99 team.
Huge.
Here in this separate universe, this alternate reality, Mark Martin getting pushed from the 8 because he seemed to have lost the 3. I don't know what happened there. Issues with the number 6? I hope not. As Tony Stewart trying to get around. Here comes the number 3 by himself. Flying. And this could be an issue for the 99. Imagine being in the 99 car and hearing, all right, the number 3's back on the lead lap. All right, the number 3 is 10 seconds behind you. All right, he's 6 seconds behind you. All right, he's 5 seconds behind you. All right, he's 3 seconds behind you. Hey, look in your rear view. You see that black dot? He's a-coming.
Yeah. That's intimidating. Pun intended.
And here comes the number 3. The 99 goes low. 22 goes up. And 99 has to go to pit road. The 3 takes the lead. Earnhardt's pit strategy may have paid off here. Mark Martin on the same pit strategy seemed to be following Dale Earnhardt. And there's the 43. Around goes the 3. And the 43 falling back. The number 6 sees him. Is the number 6 going to be able to get around the 43 without issue this time?
You're going to have to get up to him first.
And around the 01, Ward Burton there in the 22 going to give a push. And again, the 43 gets in the way of the 6. Eventually, Mark Martin was able to get around him, but after slowed down to, I mean, might as well be a snail's pace. And Tony Stewart going to go to the outside of the singular car and try to pass Mark Martin as well. As laps are winding down here at the Daytona 500.
Yeah, working lap 200. I saw the little thing on the bottom there.
Which would be the end of this race if Dale Earnhardt could pull it off for the 2001 Daytona 500 here in this reality. Tony Stewart able to get around the 6. The 6 going to fight back going into the corner. Yep, lap 200. We are on the last lap. Earnhardt. No contenders in sight. Wins the 2001 Daytona 500, and Tony Stewart passes Mark Martin barely there, getting him second place. Wow. Bobby Labonte 4th, Matt Kenseth 5th, Dale Jarrett 6th, Sterling Marlin 7th, Rusty Wallace 8th, Jeff Burton 9th, Ricky Rudd's going to be 10th, and then go ahead and pause it to read the rest, and we should scroll through the rest here. They're running through it now. Rusty Wallace there, who got 8th. Sterling Marlin. Oh, no, it's moving around. Rusty Wallace got 7th. Sterling Marlin got 8th. Jeff Burton got 9th. Ricky Rudd is going to be 10th. Dale Jr. got 11th. But while they run down the order, you guys can read wherever your favorite driver in 2001 shows up. But Krukman, we've done it. We've made it through the race. Yeah. Dale Earnhardt wins the 2001 Daytona 500. How you feeling?
Fitting, I would say. That's fitting. That's his second one. First one coming in at 98. This feels right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is our version of what would have happened in alternate reality, NASCAR alternate reality. 2001 is where we're starting, Daytona 500. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead, pause, read the screen. You can see where your driver ended up, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.